Hello everybody and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today we are playing the minigame I created last week and I am super excited. But if you did not see that video, I'll give you a brief explanation of that. So how this works is when I push this birch button over here, 5 random building blocks from the creative inventory here will be randomized and put into this yellow shulker box here. So while this is going, because the machine takes about like 30 seconds to run, I will come down here and push this button, and out will pop a setback or a perk that I can choose. Like some of them, here's some of them. If you want to see, you can pause the video. But so if you want to see more about how this works, check out the video I made last week explaining the redstone behind this and how I built these 3 blocks here. So without further ado, let's push this button and get started. While we wait for this to go, we will head over here and push this. Let's see what we get. Okay, we got choose 3 of the blocks. Oh, that's good. So when I get these 5 blocks over here, I will only have to pick 3 of them to use, and I can sort of manipulate the block palette a little bit. Like if there's 2 outliers that I really don't want to use, then I can just get rid of those. So this is a pretty good first time perk. There we go. Looks like it stopped. So let's see what we got. Okay. Give me a second to think about this and I will get back to you with which ones I am going to use. I think I'm going to go with these 3 blocks here. I debated for a while between using the blue wool and using the white wool, but I think I can add more contrast with this than with the blue wool. But the emerald block was pretty easy to eliminate because I'm not sure what I would do with that. But I think what I'm gonna go for is sort of like a fairy tale, like a fairy tale mythical house, because like this wood kind of reminds me like, I don't know, of an evil lair, or I think I can make it pretty look really good with like this kind of door, because I think these look very mythical and like from a fantasy film or something like that. So I think we're gonna go with this. I'm not exactly sure yet with what shape or what style I'm gonna go with yet, but I will come up with something and get back to you when I have some sort of a shape of a building down. Well, I've got something. I was thinking I was going to build these up with maybe this. Like, one thing I thought was maybe if you can use this to craft something, then you could also use this. So I might use the crimson planks to build these up. Those are such a bright color though, I'm not sure yet. Well, I'll think about what I'm going to build it up. I might even use spruce and then use yeah, I'll think about it. But this is the shape I have currently. I'm probably just going to start playing around with building these up to varying heights and seeing what kind of shapes I can start having them take. So I'll show you once I have a little bit more progress. So I've done this. I kind of had an idea for the roofs where it would sort of slope up and come to a point, sort of like, I don't know, like a witch's hat or that kind of shape. But I'm not so sure about what I can do to the wool. I saw the mushroom stems in here, so I might try to add some of these to make it a little bit less bright. Yeah, I think that helps. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is try to build up the roofs. And I decided to do this one out of crimson planks as well, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do to variate it up a bit from this, so they're not just the same like flat shape. And I am going to be adding details to the outside of this in a bit, but for now we'll just keep experimenting, and I think I'm going to build up the roofs. So this is kind of the shape of this roof I have. I think it looks kind of cool. I think it'll look great when there's 3 of them. And what I wanted to do and show you guys was maybe trying to add like this along the sides here, because I did add this extra strip here. So maybe this might help it a bit to, I don't know, just tie it together a bit more, and then we can make the roofs a little bit different. Like just adding this across the sides here and maybe up this corner. Let's see, let's try this. I'm not sure if this is gonna work, but we'll do the attempt on camera. And then up at the top, everything just turns into this. this one. This, what's it called? Crimson Hyphy? Who knows? But I'll just add this along this side as well. And then, what should I do here? Just put that block. And then around the bottom, add this ring. And then this part looks slightly strange. I might need to find a way how to add some more depth here. Maybe I'll make it go down. Go down a block so it's not so flat right along the first level. So let's see, how's this look? Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Maybe just that. But I think that looks alright. I don't know. We'll see. What would this look like if I just added like little strips here? That looks even weirder. I'm gonna play around a bit and then show this again once I have some sort of design that I actually like. So I am actually turning this circle here into a big rectangle so that when I'll come out here, and so I can do behind these, one of these roofs that go like are pointed up here, they come down and then they go back up over here, and I'll probably use a mixture of these two types of wood to do that. And so we'll have a bigger room back here because currently these rooms are going to be so small. Like I'm going to add another wall behind here so I can add like more depth into the build. Like come out here, like I could add like a, I don't know, like a window or something. We'll see. I'll show you later when I actually get to detailing. But for now, yeah, I'm going to turn the back circle into a big square rectangle, and then we will work from there. So it's actually been a couple days since you saw the last clip, and I ended up tearing down this room that was back here because it looked like crap. So now I've sort of thought about it for a bit, and I think I'm just gonna start landscaping around it because I think that will help a lot. Like maybe add a bit of a hill over here. I had the idea to add like a giant mushroom behind that using these. Oh wait, I can't use dirt blocks. So I guess I'm just gonna use these, and then, but yeah, I can still add the mushroom behind here because I think I have to do this now because I think that would look really cool. Like just build a giant, like a couple big mushrooms and make this sort of like a little, I don't know, like a mini house that's like underneath the mushroom. I don't know. It looks alright. I'll show this to you once I have a mushroom or something to show you. And this is what I have right now. I think the mushrooms look pretty good with these houses here. And I actually really like the addition of the leaves. You can never go wrong with more leaves. But I like the overgrown feeling, like I like the houses are kind of being swallowed by the leaves. So I'll probably add some more like in here somewhere. And okay, the mushrooms are really hard to build. I could not do the stems. They still don't look great, but as long as you don't fly back here, they're fine. I'll probably do something like this. There we go. Okay, I guess that's a little bit better. But let's fly around front and add some more leaves here. I'm not sure which of these I want to have like the main door into. I do not think I want doors in both of them. Actually, they're not connected, so maybe that's fine. Maybe like these will just be two little separate houses, like with, yeah, let's go with that. But right now, I'm just gonna add some more leaves in here and make it look a bit more overgrown and part of the ground. One thing I don't get is no one uses dirt to like build houses. Everyone always uses it to like decorate around their houses. So shouldn't it be in the decoration blocks? I think throughout this series I am going to have a lot of problems with what's in the decoration blocks menu. But I think so far I'm doing pretty decent with this challenge. We'll see. We're not done yet. Okay, that's not half bad. I actually kind of like that. this house has no windows and apparently no door. I guess I broke that and then forgot to put it back. So let's place that there. And I was going to use the opposite color door, like I was going to use the spruce door over here and the crimson door over there, but by the time I added up the detailing with the crimson wood over here, it looked like there was just too much. Here, I'll just show you. See, like all the crimson, yeah, it just kind of all runs together and you lose some of the detailing in it. So yeah, I decided to do that. That way, that fence gate would put, like, look out some more, stand out, what? Stand out some more there, as well as over here. So I'd say it's looking pretty good. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to do the interior of this thing, which should be pretty exciting. Just kidding, I'm not excited. I am making the ceiling out of this mushroom stem, I think. Yeah, because I think it looks like a cool ceiling regardless of what you build it in. But since we already used a ton of this mushroom block outside, I think it'll tie in very nicely. I'll probably do the same thing on the other side. I'm guessing these interiors are going to be slightly similar by the time I'm done with them, but we'll try to throw it off a little bit. See, doesn't that look kind of cool? But I'm not sure what I'm going to make this floor out of. I guess just, I don't want to use any more of the slab texture inside, besides from the walls. So I'm trying to figure out what I could put as my floor. What about some of this terracotta? Does any of this look kind of like it would match? Let's see. I don't think so. None of it's like this magenta color, I guess, is the closest to the crimson that we have. But I don't think that's gonna work. Do any of these have a cool texture? The shroom light could be kind of cool. Oh, the beehive. Doesn't the beehive have a really cool texture at the top? Oh, well, if I place it in the same direction. I might put a bunch of this down and then see what it looks like. Because it's a little bit different than the walls of this place. But it's like close enough that it kind of matches. So I'm going to put a bunch of this down and then show you when I have it. I think that this looks pretty good. The ceiling and the floor actually go pretty well together. But one thing I've been doing as I'm making these rooms, which by the way were very tricky to get right, and I'm not sure these are even great because see there's this gap here. But one thing I have been doing is sort of like taking corners like this and squaring them off. So there's been a couple spots over, I think one corner like back here. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. There's a wall here, but there's this also like this one block like section here that I have no idea what to do with. So maybe later I'll come back and like add a bookshelf here. But because that's like what I want to do out here. Wait, where are the bookshelves? Are they in this menu? No. So I guess we're going to use an enchanting table, which doesn't look bad. See, like, we'll go like that. That doesn't look too bad, especially since we're trying to be like fantasy build sort of thing. Alright, I'm going to put some decorations in and catch back to you in a few minutes. I would say this is pretty much done. I'm going to show you this house first because there's something special in this house that I want to show you at the very end. But when we go in here, you'll see I've done this glazed terracotta on the floor, and I thought this looks pretty cool like on the sides of the door. But anyway, when you first walk in, you see like this area here, and then you'll see I've just made a little simple bedroom. It is a little bit tricky getting into the bed, so you might suffocate when you sleep here, but it's alright. This terracotta was a pain to put down though. I think in the end I got everything facing the right direction, but I guess we'll see. I'll probably catch it a bit later, but it's fine. So now let's head over to this other place. I think that one was hard because it was so small. I needed to fit like, I don't know, the basics of a little house in there, and I couldn't figure out where to put everything. But when you first walk in here, you'll see this one's a bit bigger. It feels just a bit more open, and I actually used the chains for the first time. So that was pretty fun. I actually really like the beehives on the floor. I think they look pretty cool. myself. And I just add this little carpet here because it looked pretty bare when it was just there. And I've used beds as chairs. Like, I think it looks best from the door because you can't see the pillows. Well, especially in this one. You can't see the pillows as well. But I've made a little fireplace out of these lodestones. I think they have such a cool pattern on them. I'm not sure how well I love it here, but it's alright. And then here is my little kitchen. I added a little window here so you can look out and see the beautiful redstone. I should fix that. But I've made this little couch chair sitting at this little island here. And I really love the bedroom in this one. I think this is cute. And then here's this little bed. But my favorite part is I really wanted to experiment a bit with the new blue fire. So if we head up here, you'll see, okay, if I can get up this step, you'll see I made this little, like, I don't know, like a laboratory up here where you can like brew potions. And I don't know, pretty cool. I like the fire. I like the green around it. But yeah, well, here are these two houses. And I think they turned out really well. They turned out better than I thought. The interiors aren't great, but I'm still learning how to do that pretty much. So I'd say this was a pretty big success. Okay, I just noticed this for the first time, but look. If you look closely, the textures on this, like, it's like a rippling effect. I did not notice this until I was about to tell you that I am going to do one more thing today. I'm going to make a big version of, I think I'm going to make this block, like how I did all these. I'm going to add this block over here, and I guess slightly cover up some of this redstone on the ground right here. So I will show this to you once I have finished that. And just like that, another big chunk of the redstone is covered. But anyways guys, thank you so much for watching today. I had a blast. Even though it did take me a while to get it done, I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed as well. And hopefully I will see you guys next time.